lightly sweetened flesh blueberries. Let's just use the one I did before. I love, love, love fresh blueberries. Here we go, a classic summer dessert bursting with flavor. Fresh, lightly sweetened blueberries topped with a golden buttery crumble and baked in a tender, flaky crust. Let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is make a pie crust. I'm using a shortening based crust today. You will need 1.5 cups of flour and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Whisk the salt into the flour so they're combined nicely. Then you want to add in 1/2 cup of shortening. Once you put the shortening into the flour, you want to cut it with a pastry blender. You want to keep cutting it until you have a nice fine and crumbly mixture. Once you're to that point, you want to add ice water a little bit at a time until you get a moist and shaggy consistency. Keep adding a little bit of water at a time until that dough starts to form into a ball. Then you'll know it's ready. So you can use your own favorite recipe. If you want more information on this recipe, check the links below for the video and the recipe. Let's make a crust. First thing you want to do is flour the surface. Flour your rolling pin. Flour your pie pan. It's going everywhere. And then you just start rolling from the center out. I move the crust a lot. You just want to keep it moving so that it's not sticking to your mat or countertop, whatever you're using. And just keep rolling from the center out. Just keep working it, making a circle. Every so often, you want to just pick it up and make sure that it's not sticking. That is super important. This crust is delightful to work with. Are you seeing how easy this is? It's done already. I'm going to pick this up, bring the dish over here. I'm putting my fingers underneath and just sliding it right onto the plate. And our crust is done. That's simple. So we want to gently nudge the crust in. You don't want to stretch it or pull it. It will shrink back once it gets into the heat. We're going to trim the edges. You want to trim about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch out from the edge of the dish the whole way around. Just put your scraps aside. And then the next thing that you want to do is this edge that we left, we're going to tuck this under just a little bit and go the whole way around and just tuck that under. This gives the edge of the crust a little more stability while it's baking. So that's what it looks like so far. We're going to go ahead and crimp the edges using your 2 fingers. Just go the whole way around. Actually, I'm using 3 fingers. And our pie shell is ready. Next, we're going to make our filling. The star of the show, 5 cups of beautiful fresh blueberries. That is 500 grams. So for those of you who are new to baking, and maybe this is your first time even just using fresh berries, you can actually use frozen if you want to. Frozen, you just keep them frozen and you do everything that we're doing today. However, I just want to say, when you get fresh berries, I wanted you to see the treasures that I found. after I wash them in a strainer 3 times. So once you get your berries and you wash them in the strainer, wash them again, you really want to wash. You still have all these interesting little stems that are on there, and then no matter how hard anybody works, these little stems are hard to find. So work as hard as you can just to go through them 2 or 3 times and make sure you get as many of these things out as you can. Just a little sidebar note for you. We'll be adding a half of a cup of sugar. You don't want to put too much sugar in. You need the sugar, but the blueberries are very sweet on their own. That's 100 grams. We're putting a quarter of a cup of cornstarch in. This is what's going to thicken our mixture. That is 30 grams. We need the zest of 1 lemon. We're adding lemon so that we don't have one sweet flavor note. Like this actually brightens and elevates the blueberry flavors. Make sure you're only getting the bright yellow part of the lemon. You do not want that white part. That is the pith and it is bitter. Now we also want to add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. That's 45 milliliters. A little juicer here. This takes a minute, but it's so worth it. This will really help elevate those flavors and just lighten it and brighten it so that it's just not totally sweet. You want to make sure that you strain if you're using a juicer like mine. We need 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. And the last thing we're adding is a half a teaspoon of salt. So basically what we've done is just seasoned the blueberries. We've added an acid and a salt, and so that works as a seasoning. We're going to stir this around till all the dry is moist. Now we're going to set this aside and make our crumble. Go ahead and turn your oven on to 400 degrees. We'll have the oven heating while we're making our last step, which is the crumb topping. We're going to do 1.5 cups of flour, which is 180 grams. We need 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar, which is 136 grams. This is packed. A 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to mix this up. Just get this all incorporated. Brown sugar always has lots of lumps in it, so I'm just making sure I'm getting most of those before I even start. Okay. Now I have 1 stick of butter here, which is 113 grams. It's 8 tablespoons. It is soft. It is at room temperature. If you can see my finger pressing on that, this is really, really soft, and that's going to help this mixture all come together. I'll use my knife for the first part of this just to cut some of the butter in, and then I'm actually going to use my hands. You'll want to use your hands to work this mixture until you get it into a nice crumble. All the ingredients will come together very nicely. Okay, I'm using my hands. Basically what you're doing is rubbing the butter and the flour together Eventually you'll have a nice, moist, crumbly mixture. This might take a couple of minutes. Just keep working this through your fingers and your hands. I'm almost finished with this. I just wanted to share one thing with you. Did you ever make a pie and put a crumble topping on and you bake it and it disappears? I had that happen a couple times, and so I started working with this recipe, and the key is just to have a lot. Number one, this will cover the pie, and then secondly, it's dry and crumbly, so it doesn't just sink into the pie. This will come out of the oven just beautiful, and the whole thing will be topped with a really soft, buttery crumble topping. It's okay if you have some larger pieces. That just adds to the texture once you put it on the pie. So this is definitely coming together nicely. So sometimes I squeeze a little bit just to make some larger pieces, and it's ready. It's time to put this whole thing together and get it into the oven. Okay, next step is to put the blueberries in the pie shell. That was just the perfect amount. Spread this around and just make sure that you have berries out to the edge the whole way around. And just pressing them down a little bit. Then we want to put the crumble topping on, and there is no better way than just sprinkling it on with your fingers. I kind of put it in the center and then just start pushing it out toward the edges, trying not to make it too messy. A giant chunk. So we're gonna put this is all done. We're gonna put this in the oven at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Then we'll lower the temperature to 350 degrees and we'll keep an eye on it. It could be 30 minutes, it could be 40 minutes. What we're gonna watch for is a golden brown topping, and we wanna see the blueberry filling bubbling. We put it at a higher temperature. The 400 degrees is a nice shot of heat, so that the crust sets and we're less likely to get a soggy bottom. Anytime you're working with berries and they juice, you can get a soggy bottom. So that nice shot of heat will help that to not happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. You wanna cover your crust. The high temperature definitely will brown the outside of the edges of the crust before this is brown. So you want to make sure that's covered either with a pie shield or foil works just as well. You may want to put this on a sheet, a baking sheet in the oven. I have a sheet in here that's already preheated in case the berries end up boiling out over. You don't want that going into your oven. If you do that, make sure that you preheat the baking sheet rather than just putting it on a cold baking sheet. This. Timer, 20 minutes start. Okay, it has been 20 minutes. I'm checking to see how the pie's doing, making sure everything's just happy and all right in here. It seems to be doing just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and reduce the heat to 350, and then we're gonna go ahead and just check it in about 30 minutes. So the pie ended up taking about 45 minutes at 350. Every oven is different. This particular day, for whatever reason, it took a little bit longer than I was expecting. However, I'm waiting for the bubbling of the filling because you want to make sure that the thickener is activated. It has to bubble and boil. And I was also looking for golden brown. So here we go. It is bubbling like crazy. And it looks a little messy, but it's a beautiful messy. So now we wait. This has to come to room temperature. I mean, it needs like 3-4 hours. You never want to cut a fruit pie before it is completely cool because that's when it sets. That filling that's been bubbling in there will set as it cools. And just so you know, like this is perfectly normal. This is why I put this on this dish because I was expecting it to bubble and boil over. It's kind of the beauty of one of these pies. It's kind of messy but beautiful, like I said. There's nothing wrong with this, and once it starts to cool a little bit, I'll clean some of this up, but I think it's perfect and beautiful. So it's time to cut the pie. I'm kind of excited to see what it looks like. Ooh, that is so pretty. It turned out gorgeous. So pretty. The crumble topping is perfect. The blueberries are really flavorful, but they're not overly sweet, which I really like. The crust underneath is so yummy. This turned out amazing. So I hope you see how easy it can be to make a pie. This really was not that hard, and I feel like you can do this. I just know that you can, and you would be able to do this for your family or friends and be really proud of this. If you're enjoying learning how to make these pies, I have a whole pie list. Check that out, and I hope to see you in the next video.